Hey there, knowledge seekers. I wanted to give you a quick update on this week's for October 11th to 17th, 3 for free over on the Business Growth Initiative. So the first book we have for you is Leadership and Self-Deception by the Arbinger Institute. Here's a micro summary of the book. This excellent book by the Arbinger Institute pulls back the blinds on how toxic relationships can impact how we act in our personal and professional lives, and guides us towards how we can identify when we are under the influence of self-deception and self-betrayal. That seems like pretty heavy stuff, but the solution is both practical and powerful. This summary is a don't miss. It really is amazing. Now, I want to share a few takeaways that I got from the summary of this book. Self-betrayal leads to self-deception, which leads to negative feelings about others. Freeing ourselves of self-deception as well as self-betrayal will benefit both our professional and personal lives. To get ourselves out of the box of self-deception, we must follow our natural instincts to be helpful to others. I love that one. And companies in the box struggle to succeed as if aspiring to fail, while companies out of the box are open and work collaboratively towards success. So that's the first of our 3 books we have in our 3 for free over on the Business Growth Initiative. The second book we have for you this week over on our 3 for free with the Business Growth Initiative is 10% Happier by Dan Harris. I'm going to give you the micro summary of this one as well. Throughout his career as a journalist and reporter, Dan Harris found that the voice in his head started as soon as he opened his eyes in the morning, and then pretty much all day long. It heckled him with thoughts of the past and the future, much to the detriment of whatever he was doing in the present. If that sounds like you and you want the voice to go away, this summary is for you. Now, before I start some takeaways, I enjoyed this summary so much that I then went and bought the full book. That's one of the things I love about using these micro summaries is they can help me define which book I then want to give 6 or 7 hours to reading or audiobook to listening to. And this was one of those ones that I had to go pick up after the summary. But start with the summary. So head over to the Business Growth Initiative and make sure if you're not already a member of the 3 for free, you get that so you can listen to this book. But here's a few takeaways I wanted to share. The problem is our ego. The ego is our inner narrator, and it is never satisfied. No matter how many creature comforts we accumulate, no matter how many gourmet meals we consume, or how many rungs we climb on the career ladder, it always wants more. According to Buddha, we have 3 natural responses to everything we experience in our lives. We want it, we reject it, or we zone out. Yeah, sit with that one for a moment. This book delves deeper into it, so really head over, check out the summary already has a lot more information on that even before you get into the book. But it's a neat way to think of everything. We want it, we reject it, or we zone out. And then the final takeaway I had from it is wanting less will definitely make us happier than wanting more. Now that one was a little more of an abstract takeaway. It's not a direct part of the book, but that's kind of my overall view of the book is that one. So there is book number 2 from our 3 for free on the Business Growth Initiative. And jumping straight into the third book we have over on the 3 for free for the Business Growth Initiative is Rethinking Positive Thinking by Gabrielle Oettingen. I don't know if I pronounced your name right. I apologize. Sometimes just the way it happens when we read things, it goes the way it is in our head because we haven't heard it out loud. So, but thank you for this book. This is an amazing book. So let me give you the micro summary of the summary. Gabrielle Oettingen has come to an interesting and startling conclusion that the obstacles that we believe get in our way from achieving our greatest goals can actually help us accomplish them faster. Basically, her research shows that merely dreaming about the future makes it less likely that you'll achieve your deepest desires and dreams. Learn what to do instead in the summary of this book. All right, so a few takeaways I've written down here from Rethinking Positive Thinking, which is a great follow-up to last week's The Obstacle is the Way, is rethinking positive thinking is about what you want out of life and how to achieve it. Okay, that's not a takeaway as much as a macro summary of the micro summary of the summary, but that was my overall takeaway there. Now back to the real takeaways. Unwarranted optimism doesn't help people achieve their goals. In fact, it gets in the way. That makes me quite a moody optimist. Although not all positive dreaming is bad, there are certain situations where it actually helps. That's vague, mostly because I really want you to go watch and listen to the summary is to explain how is it that although not all positive dreaming is bad, there are certain situations where it actually helps. So go listen to the summary. One of these after another. They really are a big bang boom. They just all 3 together. Also, I'll share a little bit more because it's fairly simple process. Right after you have the positive fantasy about whatever you want to achieve, you immediately jump into visualizing the challenges and obstacles that you'll face in achieving it. It's actually a critical factor they delved into in the summary. So now you need a new teacher to watch this because I just gave away the second part. So in the summary and in the book, the author explains why mental contrasting works. So why mental contrasting works. And so there you have the micro summaries to the book summaries in this week's Business Growth Initiative 3 for free membership. Plus Sarah, as she does every week, has a new weekly bonus at the bottom of the page underneath all 3 summaries. There's a little bonus she's put on there. Last week it was a screensaver piece, very positive, awesome feeling. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't joined us yet, head on over to businessgrowthinitiative.com and choose the membership that is best for you and at the speed that you want to grow at. From the free to the premier level, we have something to grow at whatever pace you want to grow at. The choice is yours. So have a great week. Be excellent to each other, and I'll be back again next week to let you know what our 3 new book summaries are and to give you micro summaries of those summaries. Have a great day.